And we are back for our big tour, ladies and gentlemen. We've already had such a fabulous morning so far, but this is definitely going to be the tour that we're all going to want to watch.
The heights go up to 1.30 m. We have 7 riders in this competition. It's going to be really exciting. Stay tuned.
Surge. Surge. I'm well aware this is not just another day. The sunlight shines and shows me the way. Surge. Surge. We can be gentle, there's no need for force. Love is the vibe with you and me and my horse. Surge. You can't explain it unless it's real. And the feeling of victory is something I feel. I know I can do this. This is my course. It's only my thoughts, me and my horse. You might feel like the world is standing still, and sometimes things can go against your will. That is the time to put your cards on the table. Just eat, sleep, ride, repeat at Surge Stable. Surge. Surge.
And we are back for our fly-through of our coursework for the big tour, starting at the upright number 1 across the diagonal towards the clubhouse and taking a left turn round to fence number 2, which is our Skyjets fence. Then looking for our fence 3, which is going to be the purple and white oxer, and then taking into account our right turn in front of our grandstand, where we will have the related distance fence number 4 and through until the oxer at number 5, and that will be completing our first phase in this special 2-phase class. Holding on to the right turn, the riders will be searching out for fence number 6, which is the white fence next to the clubhouse area, and then keeping on their right turn to fence number 7, which is the blue and white fence, again on the almost diagonal heading towards the warm-up area. This point, riders will be looking for a left turn. Many of our earlier riders opted to take the outside turn around fence number 11 towards our wall fence at fence 8, and then the related distance through to fence number 9, at which stage they will be taking the right turn to bring the horses up in alignment for the combination at 10A and B in front of the judges' box, and then making their final turn to fence 11. So our class this morning will be the big tour class, and in our first phase the riders are allowed to complete in 31 seconds. We are looking for a speed in this class of 350 meters per minute. And as I move into the second phase, the time allowed will be just 44 seconds. Fences in this class are now sitting at 1.30 meters, and the course has been beautifully designed by our visiting course designer, Mr. Yusuf Al Mahmoudi, joining us from the UAE, and is a level 3 FEI course designer.
So you can see the riders doing their coursework, getting ready. The heights have gone up, which means the margin for error has become really small. But in this competition, we have some of the top horses and top riders of South India. And it's going to be very interesting because we have some riders who are still at the junior and young rider age groups, but they are competing with the senior riders. We have Aradhana, Prithiv Krishna, Pratik Raj, Sresht Mantena, and Aradhana once again on Centuri. So these are the young ones. And we have Surya, Aditya, and Barath Manoharan, who are both very experienced show jumping riders. So it's going to be quite interesting to see who comes out on top, whether it's the young bloods or the experienced ones, taking on the big tour at 1.30 meters in a 2-phase special competition. Once again, the time allowed in phase 1 is 31 seconds. Phase 2 will be against the clock, and when we have riders with the same number of penalties, the faster rider will be placed higher. And in the previous month's competitions, we had Lazereff, who was doing the big tour. And joining Lazereff, of course, we have some of the most talented horses in South India. Charlie's Angel, Pharell, King Toulon Z, who did the medium tour last time. He's upgraded to the big tour. Major, Centuri, and Qina. So this will be an excellent competition, very talented riders, and some of the best horses that you're going to see getting warmed up. Looks like Aradhana is on her first entry, which will be Charlie's Angel. Certainly one of the top horses to join us in India over the last 6 months. So a super talented horse from Europe, and we also heard that Aradhana is competing regularly in Europe, building up her skill set, getting more and more experience. So she's one of the young riders who are competing at the big tour. It should be interesting to watch. And of course, she will be coming back on her second horse, which is Centuri, towards the end of the round. So enough gap for a rider to enter twice in this competition, going in first and last.
Yes, and we have 7 competitors in this class, and it certainly looks like it'll be a very interesting and competitive round. The sun has now come out as well, so lighting has changed, but let's hope these horses will be doing just fine out there and also producing some lovely clear rounds.
In the medium tour, we had 5 clear rounds, and the previous event was the small tour where we had 6 clear rounds. So plenty of clear rounds happening today. Perfect conditions for show jumping. So you can see the horse and riders doing a fabulous job today. The day 1 of the July Surge Equestrian League. The second one we're having this month.
Yes, and as we're just doing final preparations in the warm-up area as well as in the main arena, we are having some ground staff just double-checking on the timekeeping equipment. Judges are making sure that everything is ready, and our first rider should be joining us in just a few moments.
Prithiv Krishna on Pharell on the screen for a moment. On the screen right now is Aradhana, Anand and Charlie's Angel, the first rider who will be in this competition. Riders will be practicing a few jumps in the warm-up. You can see there's a cross over there. There is a vertical, there is an oxer, so the riders have plenty of time. Again, they have to make the decision how much is enough to put the horse in the right frame of mind. You don't want to be doing too many warm-up jumps and tiring the horse out. At the same time, you don't want to be doing too little and bringing the horse unprepared and having a problem at jump number 1. So I'm sure they've been in this situation before, where the riders working with their coaches know what's best for their horse, bring them into the arena and ready to compete.
And while we are waiting for our first rider to make their way in, of course, shows like this wouldn't be able to happen without our wonderful sponsors. So a big thank you to Equine Nutrients, TRM, Divis, Clip My Horse TV, ABI Attachments, Skyjets, and the Mantena Group. Also a big thank you to everyone in the grandstand out here supporting these riders. It's lovely to have so many of you joining us this morning, and we do hope you are enjoying what the riders have already delivered in the first couple of tours.
Yep, you can see the drone view of the beautiful facility over here at Surge Stable, the fabulous stables with the courtyard with the gardens in the middle, and the other set of stables to the left hand side. And I can see our first rider walking out of the warm-up. Should be joining us in the main arena in a few seconds. That will be Aradhana Anand on Charlie's Angel, kicking things off in the big tour. Day 1 of the Surge Equestrian League July edition. This is the second one we're having in July, so plenty of opportunity for the riders to display their skills, to get over any challenges that they're having with their horses, putting some experience on the board.
Yes, and the full day's activities is quite a compliment to the organisers here at Surge. We have almost 100 competitors today, and I'm sure we're all going to be looking forward to seeing this big tour get underway in just a few moments. So just a reminder that our first phase riders are allowed 31 seconds before incurring any time penalties. Obviously we are looking for clear in the first 5 fences before moving into our second phase, where riders are given 44 seconds to complete the second phase.
Yeah, usually the timing in phase 2 is never a problem because the riders are going for it. The only time they get into trouble is if they have a refusal. But phase 1, they need to maintain the speed going in, not get too relaxed. And she started off well over the blue and white vertical. Jump number 1 done. Moving on to the related distance between 2 and 3. Got very, very close. Almost had a slide into jump number 3 and takes down the back pole. So 4 penalties on the board for Aradhana. And another awkward fence. She seems to be struggling with the oxers. Just having a little bit of hesitation getting in, and with the spread on those fences, it is difficult to make it over if you don't get the perfect takeoff spot and keep the momentum going. So 2 fences down. She's not having any problem with the uprights, the verticals. So just does well over the first element of the combination. That was an oxer, but well done. She got through without a problem. And the last fence. So a good recovery. Seemed a lot more confident in the second half of the course. She's completed with 8 jumping penalties, the time of 35.01 for Aradhana Anand on Charlie's Angel. She will be coming back on Centuri, so she has another chance to have a clear, but we have to wait and see what the other riders are. Will be Prithiv Krishna on Pharell. So her teammate from Kovai Stable, he's seen her go through. Wonder what's going on in his mind right now.
Yes, you could see Aradhana and Charlie's Angel a little bit nervous over the oxers. Obviously at this height the spread is also a question mark, and Charlie's Angel did seem to stand off on those 2 fences that he dropped those poles, but nicely into fence number 8, and I think that was because Aradhana decided to take the outside line after fence 7.
And you can see the pole at jump number 5 being replaced. Unfortunately, the yellow and black pole, which was the back pole, has been broken. So you can see the ground team has changed that pole, so no big difference in the fence. The heights stay the same, and the course designer is happy that it's a level playing field for all the participants. Prithiv Krishna on Pharell gets a few more seconds in the arena just to walk around and familiarize his horse with the settings. Of course, Pharell is a very experienced show jumper, so he knows exactly what's expected of him.
I think our course designer is out on course, just wanting to check the spread on that back pole to make sure it is good to go before he'll give the signal to the judges that he is happy.
Exactly, and when you see the wings move around like that, it's always better that the course designer has a look to check the spread on that. It gives the thumbs up. Looks like we are ready for action once again. The second rider, Prithiv Krishna, on Pharell in the arena and has got the bell from the judges. Looks like we are ready to go.
A little wayward approach there into fence number 1, but Prithiv and Pharell are looking pretty confident out there.
Little unlucky. The front pole at jump number 3 goes down. I think he had the distance a little bit tight. It is a related distance between 2 and 3. And the reason the riders walk the course beforehand is to figure out where they want to place their horses. So the distance was a little short and the front pole went down. So 4 penalties for Prithiv, and he has picked up another 4. So jump number 7 goes down, 8 penalties.
Turning now for our combination in front of the judges, fence 10A and B, which he has kept clean. Final fence at number 11.
So that was a really nice round by Prithiv Krishna on Pharell. He rode it really well, just a little unlucky with the 2 drops, but a great ride nonetheless. I'm sure he'll be doing even better tomorrow.
So yeah, both of our first 2 riders have picked up their 8 penalties. But let's see if our first clear round will be coming from our next competitor in the arena. This is Surya Aditya riding King Toulon Z in head number 25.
So Surya has done really well, done quite a few international competitions. He was on the AEF Cup Team 2025, which was conducted at Sresht Stable. So he knows this ground. He's competed many times before over here. This time on his new horse, King Toulon Z. I think most of us have gotten used to seeing him riding Calimero. This is his new horse, which he's putting into the big tour. He did the medium tour last time, so he's upgraded in the level of competition.
And unfortunately went a little deep into fence 2 and did take down the pole there, so picked up 4 penalties in this first phase. And now into our second phase. A tap there also on fence number 7, but that pole has stayed up, electing to take the wide turn into fence number 8.
Yep, so King Toulon keeping quite a momentum going, so he's not going to have an issue with the time. Unfortunately, that second pole down, so we have most of the riders were a little stuck now with 8 penalties on the board. So all 3 riders have had 8 penalties, so it will come down to time, but we have 4 more entries to go, and if any of those riders can get through with less than 8 penalties, that would automatically put them in the lead. And we have Pratik Raj on Major representing Kovai Stables.
And coming through now onto his approach for fence number 1.
Anything less than 8 penalties, and Pratik Raj on Major will be in the lead. He's seen a few riders go before him. They have struggled a bit at this height, but that gives him an advantage to see which jumps have troubled the riders. But this is actually beautifully done. He's got through phase 1 and he's been the most impressive of the riders we have seen so far. And just as I say that, he's put 4 penalties on the board with jump number 6 going down. If he can go clear from now till the end, that will still put him in the lead. Unfortunately, jump number 8 goes down, so 2 fences. What is it with 8 penalties and our riders in the big tour today?
And completing there on our final fence there in a time of 37.62. So yes, all riders so far have carried with them 8 penalties, and we are still looking for a double clear.
As we say, consistency is the key, but didn't expect all these guys to have 8 penalties. So 4 riders with 8 penalties. The timing will come into play, the timing of phase 2 only. But at the moment, we have Sresht Mantena on Lazereff. He's the only rider in this group who did the big tour at the beginning of the month. So he's in top form. Lazereff has been performing really well. On day 1, he won the gold. On day 2, he won the silver. So
And unfortunately, 4 penalties there on our first fence for Sresht and Lazereff, but has gone clear through fence number 2 and 3 and now approaching the straight line related distance 4 and 5 in front of our grandstand. And took down front pole there on fence 5. So carrying with them 8 penalties into the second phase now.
2 fences down, so 8 penalties. Got to keep it going and do the rest of this round clear. He will still be in with a chance. We haven't seen any of the riders really push too hard for the timing in phase 2. And approaching the last fence. Nicely done. One more rider with 8 penalties. So the first 5 riders have gone through.
Yes, so still looking for double clear for our big tour. But next in the arena, we do welcome Barath, Manoharan riding Qina in head number 81 and representing ECE.
Yep, one of the most experienced show jumping riders in South India, Barath on Qina. They have done really well in the past. I've seen them at the FEI World Jumping Challenge, so they know each other extremely well. He wasn't there at the previous SEL conducted earlier this month, but Qina is an experienced campaigner, so he's definitely going to be going for a clear round.
And you can see the steady approach now coming into fence number 1.
Yeah, I think anybody coming in at this stage does not need to worry about the time. As long as they don't have any time penalties, they should be fine. They would be looking for a round with 4 penalties or less, put them in the lead.
And that is our second clear for the first phase in this competition. Let's see if we can hold
Oh, just as we say that, something at jump number 6 disturbed Qina, didn't see the takeoff point. He's got to come back and do it again. He's still in with a chance, but he's going to have to be careful not to have any time penalties now, because with the refusal, still has to make it within 44 seconds.
Unfortunately, takes down the back fence there on fence 8, so carrying with him 8 penalties. And has concluded there after fence number 11, but will be incurring some time penalties as well.
Yeah, just seemed to lose his way a little bit in the second phase. Had a wonderful phase 1, but yeah, started off with the refusal in phase 2 at jump number 6. So, of course, going a little bit away from him after an impressive start. So, 12 jumping penalties, and I think another 4 jumping penalties, time penalties, takes his total to 16. Of course, we'll wait for the judges to give us the official penalties for the time.
Yes, and that does leave full focus now on Aradhana riding Centuri. Could she be the double clear that we have been looking for in this big tour?
Well, the only rider to go, Aradhana Anand, she is on her second entry. So she's been through the course. She knows exactly what to do. And I think she's had a good amount of success with Centuri in the past. You can see her warming up over there.
Yeah, and she probably will be given just a few more minutes to complete her warm-up. Obviously, she is riding a second entry in this class, and we do need to make sure that horse and rider have had sufficient time before they come into the main arena.
And you can see the other riders just letting the horses cool off. Very important for the horses, once they do a round, to cool down slowly. You don't want to leave them in the stable immediately. You want their heart rate to come back to normal. You want their muscles to come back before letting them go. So you see some of the riders who have already completed their rounds, just walking around. But we have only one more competitive entry, and that is Aradhana Anand on Centuri, coming up in a few seconds. Just to let our participants know, the next event will be the small tour under 16. The course walk will be at 10:30, so we have plenty of time. We'll have the course designer getting back and changing the heights and changing the course probably. So the course walk for the small tour under 16 coming up next, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. looks like she's ready to go. She's done quite a few jumps. The horse looks like Centuri is ready to take on the big tour, giving a few seconds for the horse to relax. You can see the horse is on a long rein, taking the walk from the warm-up arena to the main arena. Just a few seconds time for the rider to catch their breath, look at the course, just make sure that they remember the course. And when you have riders doing multiple courses a day, it can be very confusing. So just a few seconds for Aradhana to be ready to go on Centuri. Looks like she's all set. And we will have our last rider in the Big Tour Day 1 coming up shortly.
Yes, so far in this big tour we have not had any double clears. We are sitting at 8 penalty points for our top placed riders so far. So all out there for Aradhana and Centuri to see if she can get a double clear. So the judges have given the bell, and Aradhana looks like she is ready to start. Okay, and into her final preparation before approaching fence number 1.
Yeah, so Aradhana is currently in second place on Charlie's Angel. Let's see if she can knock Prithiv Krishna on Pharell off the top spot. He had a faster time. Remember, they all had 8 penalties. First 5 riders with 8 penalties. And she's going through beautifully. Could this be the winning round? Remember, if she completes it with less than 8 penalties, she will automatically be at the top spot.
And coming into the combination in front of the judges' box for the final few fences in this round, clear in the first phase.
1 fence to go. And a brilliantly ridden round by Aradhana on Centuri. That was a clear round. The only rider to have a clear round in the big tour. The time is definitely not going to matter. That round is going to put her at the top of the standings. And being the last rider, I think the winner of this competition.
Yes, it certainly looked like we saved the best for last, and Aradhana looks very pleased with herself there, and Centuri. So just waiting for our final results to come up on the board. But there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, and with our only clear round in this big tour, Aradhana Anand on Centuri.
Yeah, so that's going to be Aradhana on rank 1 with Centuri. Prithiv Krishna on Pharell, round 2, and Aradhana once again, rank 3 on Charlie's Angel. And Surya Aditya on King Toulon Z, rank 4. We will wait for the official numbers from the judges to give you the final results.
And we see the grounds team out in the main arena now, readjusting fences to prepare for our small under 16 tour. Course walk is estimated to begin at approximately 10:30 this morning for all of our competitors in that class. But just waiting for our final results for our big tour.
And it looked like the young riders have taken the top 3 placings away from the more experienced ones. Fabulous rounds by Aradhana and Prithiv Krishna. They will occupy the top 3 spots.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. In 6th place, Sresht Mantena on Lazereff.
In 5th place, Pratik Raj on Major.
Surya Aditya riding King Toulon Z was 4th.
And Aradhana Anand on Charlie's Angel picks up the 3rd spot.
2nd place went to Prithiv Krishna on Pharell.
And the winner with a fabulous clear round right at the end was Aradhana Anand on Centuri.
A big congratulations to all of our competitors in the Big Tour. Join us now as we go through the highlights of that class, and we will be back with you at approximately 11 o'clock.